what's up? It's Pam Lucas here today. It's just me, but I had a really good idea for stuff on our channel, and it's storytelling. I watch a lot of animation channels where they like make animations and they tell stories. Like, can I name a few names, Ben, about good animation channels? Like Domix, The Odd Ones Out, J Animation. They're all good. They're all amazing. So I decided, well, I can't animate, but I can still tell stories. I have a decent amount of stories, and so does everybody else on Famoldigus, so I thought we could just make this a series. So whatever, I'm telling my first story today, and it is how my brother got hurt twice. He got a black eye, and he broke his arm. Both for stupid reasons, except for the black eye, but it was kind of a stupid reason. But I'm going to get into the black eye story first. So we were at a campground because it's this campground that we go to. We live really close to it, and we go to it like every summer. So Grant, he was riding his bike around with a couple of my cousins because they were there too, and I live kind of close to my cousins, so we all just go out one day, and then I stay overnight. So is another one of my cousins. His name is Carson, and him and his parents own a camper too, so we just stay there. So Grant was riding around with all of our cousins and stuff, having fun, and he turns his head around to see, like this, to see if there's any cars, and he's still riding. And you know what happens? He runs into a tree. When I heard about this, I'm like, what? How do you run into a tree? You move your head back for a whopping 3 seconds, and you run into a tree. He got a black eye, and a camper nearby ended up getting him an ice pack and stuff until me and my mom rode over there after Carson told us. But I honestly didn't know whether to laugh or not, but it was funny. Okay, stop photobombing, Troy. But anyway, now I'm going to tell this story about when my brother, Grant, same guy, he was playing this game. It's called Disease Person. We play it. Troy, stop waving to me. So we were playing this game called Disease Person, and the thing is, we play this game and we play it at my grandparents' barnyard because they farm, and they have like this huge farmyard. It's not really that big. We all know the secrets to it and stuff. But he was running around, and we were playing this game called Disease Person, as I said before. I think I have bad short-term memory.
You did.
So they were running around, and the thing about Disease Person, it's basically tag, but like let's say I start out it and I tag somebody, then both of us are it, and it just keeps on going and going until everybody's tapped. And my fastest cousin, his name is Nick. He's like a senior now in high school. So he was running after Grant, and Grant was only 8 at the time, and Nick was like
100.
He's not 100. He was maybe like, I gotta say, he was probably in 8th grade at the time. So my brother's getting chased by him. He knows he can't survive. He was feeling kind of dumb at the moment or something. So he tries to climb over this fence. He climbs over it, and there's another iron one behind it. He climbs over that. The thing is, it only leads to a dead end. But he got his foot caught, and he fell, and somehow that broke his arm. And I was like, what? How do you get injured so easily, Grant? You ran into a tree. And the thing is, for the tree, his wheel was in front of him too. He wasn't even going that fast either. I'm like, how do you run into a tree on a bike and get a black eye and break your arm by falling? And the thing is, the fence isn't any taller than me. Like, I'm 5'3". The fence is maybe 4 feet tall. Like, I've jumped off from 4 feet before. And I've landed perfectly fine. I was just confused. But anyway, so you know this like bone right here. Some of you may have it, like I do. It's just like one of those bones that sticks up that some people have. This was right here. I'm like, why? And the thing is, you have one of those casts where your arm is stuck like this, so it like goes from your shoulder
Ethan,
all the way. What do you want, Ethan?
you can do that now.
cool. But anyway, so it's one of those casts where it goes from his shoulder all the way to like his wrist. The thing is, only his wrist was broken. Everything like right here was all fine. So that was another thing that was confusing. Maybe they only had that kind of cast left. But the thing was, he had to like keep the cast on like 6 months or so. He only had it on for a week, and his arm started itching. So he had to put up with that for like 6 months. He complained about all the time. But that is how my brother got injured for stupid reasons. Moral of this story, don't be stupid. You could get hurt. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. But